Hello there. We're working on a wandering chase AI right now on a game jam called Red Dot, which is 3 days long. We've got our nav mesh set up. We have an AI somewhere. So here's the guy. Currently he snaps around, which I'm not happy about. Like his rotation's just a bit snappy. Let's turn the nav mesh off. This is the supervisor. Your goal is to go and activate 3 of these, which I've got some test ones here so that I can open this door. And then you go through and I'll do some cool graphics with this hallway that I have planned, and then you get to this point and this is your desk that you end the game at. Which I realised as well, so here's me, this is me. I realised about this desk is it's actually really small. Also the music's probably really loud right now, so I'll turn it down. Let me know if you still can't hear me through the awesome epic music that's keeping me motivated. I'm just going to size all this up slightly. Play from current camera location. Yeah, so this is good. So we're going to get here, we're going to interact with this chair, and we're going to sit at this computer screen that's going to say thanks for playing. I'm actually going to, just while I'm here, I'm actually going to set that up right now. So let's make a harvested actor, and we'll just call this BP_end chair, and put that into our red dot blueprints folder. And in here what we'll do is turn this into a interactable by adding the interface that we made in the last stream. Doing start interact. And we'll also have events start focus, and we'll have events stop focus. And I'll open up our key card panel to steal some logic from here. So we've got this stuff here. Get rid of that. This is all just very prototype blueprints. Obviously not the kind of stuff you'd write in a game. Event start interact. And so basically, as long as it wasn't interacted, we can interact and set this to none. And set was interacted to true, so it can never be focused again. This is just an overlay material. And upon interacting here, we'll have a sequencer. So let's just say sequencer. Sequence. I don't even know what you call this. Level sequence? Let's try this. And we will play it. Create level sequence player. There we go. And we'll want to play this level sequence. And we will make some settings here. It will autoplay, it will play at 1 rate, it will pause at the end, and that'll be all good. We'll hide the player, and we'll hide any HUD. We'll disable any movement. Okay, so let's make a quick sequencer. We've got level sequence here, seq_ending. Now inside our area here, we just need a camera, so we'll create a camera. In our camera cuts, I think if we go to properties in advanced, no, somewhere in here is a setting that allows us to blend from our camera to the main sequence, and I just need to remember exactly how we configure that. It's called like allow blends or something. And it is going to take me a moment to find it. Just going to save it for now. That's going to bother me because I have to do this every single time. Let's just go look at Google again. So we should have how to blend from player camera to sequencer UE5. So I didn't really do any introduction. So I'm Ren. I work at UX. Is fine. You can call me Loki. You can call me Ren. I don't mind. If you look at my bio links below, it's got all of my social media on there, so you can feel free to follow me. But the main thing is to subscribe to this channel, because this is where we're going to be doing tutorials, live development, game jams, full games. We're going to release some games hopefully this year, and going through the process to grow a community of people that enjoy what we enjoy, which is making great games, making great UI, UX, making great gameplay, experimenting, doing things quickly and effectively, thinking about the important things like performance, like tooling to increase productivity, synergy. We like bottom lines. We like no, we're just here to have fun and to grow a community of people who like Unreal Engine. I'll do some Unity eventually, and maybe do some Godot. We'll have other artists on stream. We'll do some codev stuff. Other things that we've been playing with are spending time with developers on stream to look at their games as well. So indie devs coming in saying, you know, we have a game and we'd love you to give us a review of the onboarding. And so we'll do that with people, and we'll come up with plans, and we'll produce outcomes with them. And actually, we shipped an update with a game called Gads this year. So let's go back now that that little introduction is done. And I want to take a look at, we've got our camera. Enable blending on the camera cut by right-clicking on the camera cut and selecting Can Blend. So I was right. Lock the previous camera. Have they now enabled this always, or how do we? I would like to blend. Camera binding? No, we don't want to do that. Okay, well I can't find it. I can't bind my player camera here. I'm gonna look at a tutorial on YouTube. Just looking for where he right clicks. Oh, you right click here. You don't right click here, you right click here. Can blend. So from there you get this. Okay, so now we can go from here and it will blend into our main camera. And so I want to blend into this position. I feel like this POV is massive. I'm going to jump back to this camera. I'm going to put keyframes on. And so we'll move over to here. And we should have started sort of around here. Why is my auto keyframing not working? Transform. Let's just key the transform. And so we want to end up like here. And then sort of hop down. Maybe a little bit too far. There's some curves in here that I'm not majorly happy with. So we're just going to go and take a look at some of those. This is sort of the hump when we land in the chair. Here I would like this to be auto. Doesn't do anything anyway. I'll do. It doesn't need to be perfect, and then we're going to put a UI on this screen. So we'll save that. Let's see if that works at least. I didn't set the sequencer, and I didn't put the whole thing in the scene. So this is this. Let's go to our chair, sequencer, grab, sequence ending, play. Oh, should probably play from here. It looks like you are often going to be interacting with this from a little bit further than I thought. So I'm going to hopefully be able to move everything over and have this blend be just a little bit longer. So you'll probably walk up to this chair. Some really awkward collision on this asset here. Yeah, look at that collision. It's just like one massive cube. Okay, so anyway, we walk over to this chair. And then this screen will say thank you for playing. Let's sort the collision on this asset. Go here, simple collision, delete that. Let's try auto convex for fun. It's not been doing very well for me lately. I guess these assets are quite complex to some degree. That will do, yeah. That will do, yeah. But if I do Alt-C as well, I do recall I had some really awkward collisions inside some of the rooms here. So you see this room? This room does not have good collision. So we are going to remove collision and attempt to auto-convex it as well. And if it doesn't work, we'll just sit with cubes. Yeah. It takes a while. I need to get a new... I think I need to get a new rig. So it's not far from perfect. I will say it's far from perfect, but the door is open, and that's a pretty critical piece of the puzzle. So I can't in good conscience leave it. So I was gonna say it's good enough, but it really wasn't. So let's just do flat for the floor, duplicate it, flat for the ceiling, duplicate it. Let's get it taller. We want to get one for the left. Duplicate that. Right. That stops us entering and exiting the room. There's no way we can walk up the top, so that doesn't really matter. Oh, tell you what does matter though. Did I actually do a back? I don't think I did. I think I did a top, bottom, left, and right. But I did not do a back, which would be bad. And then I obviously need to put some collision over the windows as well. Let's bring this to the front, scale this in, half the size of that door. That is all she wrote. That makes me think that my other room's collisions are probably also messed up. So we'll just go and take a look at all of them. This one's actually fine. So that's... Is it fine? No, it's not. I can't get to the far side of the room. And we could escape out the back if we knew what we were doing. Okay. Save that one. I think we did room B. We'll take a look at room C. So yeah, this has got one of those nasty looking... Just do collision, remove. I'm curious if I can copy collision from one blueprint or one... Oh no, I messed up. There should be a collision drop down in here. Yeah, see this? Primitives? I'm just going to try and copy that. And I'll just go down to primitives here and paste it. And so now I got a stat, so that's good. It's the same size as well, mostly. So we'll just bring this in. Place it over here. I do need to replace this brick material as well, because this brick material is no good. And I do that while I remember. There we go. So over here. Okay. So I think it's all three of these need to be shifted. Failed. Yep. Oh, I missed one. That'll do. That's cool. Save that. Let's go room D, which is actually the same as room C. Copy that. Put that into our primitives. Do collision remove and then paste. Right, yeah, and then we will show it. If we just grab these, take them down. For some reason, these are thinner. Yeah, I'd need to remake a lot of these assets if I was doing I was doing a full game. That should sort a lot of our issues there up. We also, on the end chair, we're going to have yeah, gonna have a reference to a end game screen actor. I will now that be a blueprint class actor EP end game screen, and in here is just a widget component. We'll try and use the poster widget. We will draw this at desired size. I think it was something like 2. So we need a widget for this as well. This with overlay, stick this in the middle. We'll go 100. 80. Wrap this. Desired here. Thanks for working. And that goes on here. the idea is this will be we'll actually have this have an opacity 0 and we'll have fade that will animate this into view. So we'll put that back 0. Bang. Bayanin. And that'll be the end of our game. That'll be the animation that we play. So, well, that's not going to help. I need it on to start with because I need to be able to see it, to put it in the right place. But let's go back and find our chair. Our end game screen in. Okay, results. Thanks for working. Okay. So now that that's like that, we can reset this back to no opacity so that we can go to the end game screen here, event graph. We actually don't need to do anything with this one. What we'll do is here, we'll take that end game screen actor, which is a variable. We'll get the widget. Oh, and we need to set this to the right type. So end game screen actor. Get the widget. Get the user widget right here. Cool. Cast this to end. Then just call fade. We'll do that after, I think it was about 2 seconds. But I didn't actually create a function, did I? I feel like I did. Play anim. Okay. Something like that. Like, I don't have a widget. Oh, no, I don't have a reference because I didn't set the reference. More time. So it's just a little bit off. We could do this with markers or events in the actual sequencer timeline, do some proper curation so that if someone else changed animation, but I'm the only person doing this, so thanks for working. And then I'm thinking I'll need a HUD and I'll need to allow the player to actually leave the game. Let's create a new HUD for red.core. BP HUD red dot. Save that. Event graph. On begin, create widget. Let's create ourselves in our UI folder. user interface, widget blueprint, widget escape screen. That'll be what we draw. We'll add that to the viewport. Set visibility to collapsed. We will go to IMC default. We will add IA escape. Input action. This is just going to add a 3-unit blur with border that is slightly black. And inside there will be an overlay. Text block for the name of the game. Let's do a vertical box and we'll do that in the middle. We'll do a text block, 50 units. Just put the name of the game. There. And then we'll do, hopefully, a classy looking button. Top 20. Text block in here. Make this button vaguely clickable. So exit game. Make this smaller. Get some padding. Press this button. Okay. So another thing with that state screen I forgot to do. No, no adverts. I have PTSD from harmonic ad blocker that then decided to stop working. Okay. So that's our end game screen. We will have a fade in. The opacity of this will be 0. Hit that. Oh, right. Yeah. Hit that there. We'll just fade it in over a second. That'll be the fade in. We've got the IA escape, which when it's pressed is visible. We'll just check that. And if it's not, we'll set the visibility to visible. We'll play animation, fade in. Actually, we'll play it forward. So we'll play reverse. Play here for 1 second. Set it to. We don't really need to collapse it. If it's fully faded out, that's probably fine. We'll see if this works. Start with. So that's a HUD. Let's see if that even applied. Okay, so a couple of things that need to be done. This border needs to be a lot thicker. So 0.8 we'll go with. And when we do this, we need to set show mount. Yeah, everything player. Set show mouse cursor to true. When we turn it off, we'll set it to false. We'll actually look around. Oh, of course, and it's always visible now, right? So I don't really like how this is being done. Do a variable just called open. Essentially, if it's open, we'll wind it back. Set it to false. And otherwise, if it's not open, we'll open it and wind it forward. Get rid of this. Now we should be able to just click, 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 click. So, did this the wrong way around. Oh, great. That has broken. Oh, right, yeah, because I turned it onto testable, yeah. I want to change this to a carpet in here. Thing I want to do. Game complete. Okay, so the chase drone. I need to turn my music off because we're going to do some sounds now. So we've got a current camera location. First thing is he's not making any kind of ominous noises. So I want to go. I think I went to my guys. I got some cool drone ambient door unlock, drone spot button press. Yeah, so all of this stuff is audio that I want to import. And then I do have sound in the camera. There's a good starting point. We use the hum. That's got some concurrency to it. Let's move our attenuation. Let's move our attenuation to our audio folder because that just makes more sense. Okay, so this will do sc_drone hum. Oh, and I suppose I did build that drone off cam over lunch while I was eating. So all it is a character where you've just set the mesh. I stuck a big spotlight on him. Come into here and assign the AI controller that we made. That's it. That's it for this class. The AI controller just has his perception, AI perception here. So that goes in. He has this target location that I'll actually need to still set up. Let's actually go set that up quickly before I forget. So if we're chasing, we're attacking, we need one more state called last. We'll just call it last known. And this is just going to include a task that's a move to for a destination, which is the AI controller's target location. And when this is complete, it's just going to go back to wander. You can be okay by going there like that. And now on tick, if our object is not valid, it says go to wander. We actually want to go to last known. So he'll go and do that, and then we actually want to wait after we've done this for like maybe it's like 2 seconds, give or take, and this needs to say all. Okay. Let's actually check that behavior is working before we bring the sounds in, or we could stick the sound in, get 2 birds 1 stone kind of deal. Let's stick the sound in as well. So for the drone hum, we could have something like that. If I stuck this in here and just said this was looping. This is pretty cool. So that would be the drone hum. Just goes on him. Should be auto activated. Yeah. Let's see how that sounds. So hopefully it goes to my last known location, which looks like he did that, and then he went to do something else. Oh yeah. Ah. Ooh. So he has got a cool sound. The attenuation is a little bit to be desired, so we'll go for an attenuation called mid, and we'll go to 500 with that. It's quite far, but see how it sounds. So here we just go mid. And so when he's alerted, it should really change. That'll do. So we should have a parameter unset. So we'll call this chase, and it's 0, and then it's 1, and that's the output. And on our drone here, what we can do, because we're only single player, we can begin play get AI controller. So it's AI controller. In our BP AI controller, stick a delegate target change. Just call that here and here. In our drone, we can just assign to target changed. What that allows us to do is just this, set param, it's an integer, it's called chase, and it's whether, we'll promote this to a variable, whether our AI target is valid. And bool to an int, so 1 is true, so that will make him, hopefully, it might crash. There we go. It crashes every now and then with state tree, which isn't great. I should really enable C++, find out why. Like, just stick the debugger on. Yeah, so this is my reference. I want to do this. There's these two things I do want to get done. So I want to add some color into the game, and then I want to add some lighting changes to the game, and I want to sort out my cameras. But we're finishing the drone first. want to call this game done today if I can. It would be really nice to do. Before I do anything else, I want to go and get rid of a lot of this stuff that's in different scene right now. Oh wow, those are definitely blinds. Yeah, I want this chair. I'm just going to pull a bunch of stuff over that I want that feel like they could be kind of awkward. So I like that asset. Like this. Like that. Water. I love this. I love this. Definitely want that. The things that I wanted. Don't want that. They do want this. Yeah, that'd be cool. The other cameras that we're not gonna need. Do have that somewhere in our scene already. In, in this actual level. I love the idea that there's just a room with a printer in it, so I'm gonna go and find. How to be a jobless. Do big mistakes. Logo design with nothing. How to paint with pen. Yeah, I want this bookshelf. um, I like that plan. With its like walking wires. Oh, yeah, I stole a desk from here at one point. Oh, there's the rig. There is a rig. Yeah, we kind of need the rig. So we will take that. Yeah, there's a printer somewhere. There's like a standing printer, and I wanted to take. Let's take that as well. This is kind of also unnerving, especially if you only took. You need space to put it. That's the thing. Yeah, so I do like that. Um, modern, too modern, I would say. Yeah, really put all these cameras. I made this camera for the game. I think we got a fire extinguisher from the other end. Good. Standing printer. Yeah. I want this just off in a corner somewhere in the game. So in the most awkward to get to place. Okay, so that'll do. I'm going to take these assets and pop them over here. I think they should all be outside play space. Yeah. So we'll play with that later. The reason for that is so that I can grab all of this. Cancel, cancel, apply to all, cancel. Sure. The sky is gone. I don't want to undo the delete because I need to make sure that our post process isn't in there. It should just be statics that are selected. You technically need a mouse. It's something that I technically would have one of at least over on the desk here. One of the things I might do is bring this back. And this little bit here into that section with the sofa. This is the like compulsory relaxing area. You must relax when you are here. Put it awkwardly close to this wall. No, we'll put it there. There is good. And feel like this. Really weird place. Yeah, here's good. That's how awkward. Just like I'm gonna really annoy someone as well. It's like it's not even centered to this panel. It's just off center. Um, yeah, this chair was interesting. So let's bring that. This is where the printer is going to be for sure. Actually, we'll have one chair and a printer. Yeah. Where we come. This is where we come to print. we just sit there with the one printer, like, go. Some other stuff. Yeah, so I wanted this on the desk. Like really awkwardly far away. Like he puts his like OCD and he puts his cup like really far away. Yeah, and then we got some other desks that we can populate into some of the computer rooms. Just the most minimal office rooms. I might put some posters. I'm going to put some posters around. This is like that utilitarian, like you've been given an office space. You will enjoy your office space. Pretty sure there's a whole bunch more, so let's just keep going. This room never had an optional one of these. Ooh, get that in there. It's going to be storage closet. Like every company I've worked at has had this like room where they just have a bunch of shit. Sometimes it's just like underground, sometimes it's some stairs somewhere. Yeah. There's more rooms. How many rooms did I make? Person likes to be right in the corner. So we had this BP poster. It's massive. Need to do actually with this asset. Let's go into the widget. Move this, just do event reconstruct. We'll set text. And I'm just going to, I'm doing this on my over screen. I'm just going to bring this over here, and then I'm just going to put some text options in. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll do 10. 10 text options. Like this one. I add all of these in. I like this. Your players believe confusion is part of the challenge. Your players love when UI tests their patience. Your players trust there's a reason for repetition. Players believe 3 keycards build character. Perfect. Your players accept grind as narrative. Might have to have some more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your players feel seen by targeted upsells. Your players enjoy unlocking content they already downloaded. Your players trust you to price fun appropriately. Your players value the exclusivity of pre-order bonuses. Crashes are part of the experience. I just trust the game will explain itself eventually. Yeah, like you are empowered by scope changes mid-sprint. That'll do. And then if this is not equal, because this will get called by the poster. BP poster has a default on it. Okay. We don't need to do this. Let's just do this, and then we'll just have that. Okay. Let's pop a couple of these awesome motivational posters around. There's a little nook. Would have been perfect for a joke. What other jokes have we got? Oh yeah. Yeah, the bookshelf of awesome books. Let's put that over there. I might not put these at the end of every corridor, because it definitely does something to the vibe. Need to do the camera thing. Still got to do that. That's that. I think we do have more. I've got the computer. Let's get that in to the. I want to make this a purple carpet, so let's make sure that that's sorted. Yep. But it really says game dev though. Purple's cool. Don't get me wrong, purple is cool. We need a good green. Yeah, just that like boring green. Let's get some of that computer rooms. Actually, I should just be able to pick random rooms and just go purple. You have a purple floor. you have a purple floor? Cool. That works out lovely. I don't like that some of them have wood floor, which yellow is also an awkwardly just horrible color. Okay, so I want some of these rooms, but I don't want any of these rooms to have this parquet floor. Purple right in there, damn it. That's to become a little bit multicolored. Maybe what we'll do is we'll just make this beige. Beige is we had a beige office once. Beige. Beige is a vibe. More accurately, they'd probably want to put it on this side, make sure you're actually working. Let's turn this way. Put this. Welcome to your new office. This is the actual back rooms of my facility because this is where you're not supposed to be. There we go. Okay, so next up, we've got a couple of these cameras in. He was not bipping. He was meant to be bipping. Also, I need to finish doing the cameras, and then I can randomize them out of the game manager. Level blueprint. I'm guessing the audio is coming from here. So, going to be a bit of a pain. I'm going to need to turn all of the activation. need to be. It's been a pretty quiet stream. I'm trying to concentrate and get it finished. So apologies if you're sat in chat and I am not talking. This is just like epic focus mode right now. Hopefully that's okay. Hello. Okay, back. And I have energy in the form of black dirty bean water. Okay. So I realized while I was away, one of the things I was going to do next is get these lights to change, but because they're now a HISM, I can't access individual ones as I run through the corridor. Um, we'll see. I have an idea. I think I could have three of these, and one's black, one's red, one's white, and then as I'm running, I get the ones that are closest to me, and then flick them around. But that might be expensive. We'll see. I don't like that there's a photo here, and then there's immediately another one here. So I'm just going to move this over by one. Bothers me. Okay, so drone wasn't making any noise. So I just need to turn it and add nav mod. I can now no longer see. I'm going to edit this. Phone be non-visible. Play from current camera. His view is extremely wide. So it's this 90 degrees here. We'll go 45. And then one thing I wanted to do was be like set intensity here. Select if the target is valid will be 700 and otherwise will be 250. Ah, it crashed again. Okay, cool. Really update the number of crashes. I think it's been like 5 or so at this point. Export selected. Okay, so let's get back. Let's get back in. That ton of lights, buddy. Really had to see that. I need to go and edit that quickly because it's not great. Belterin. Hey, sweet Nervar, how you doing? Sweet Nerva, you're so sweet. Desks feel tiny, it's so funny. Probably need to go and increase the size of all these desks. All the desks, all the monitors. Keyboards. Chairs. Except for the ones over here. They all have different scales. Well, what I can do is I can tag them all with scale and then make a quick. It's not going to work. We're just going to leave it. I don't care. I don't care enough. They're just going to be small. People are going to be like, why is it so small? Great. The Endless Office is ultimate horror. It is, right? Yeah. Have you seen this? It's pretty funny. It's like, well, I actually disabled everything so far, but yeah. Work begins after your ritual obedience is confirmed. Yeah, right. Let's circle back to that. Your players trust you to price fun appropriately. What are the golden notes have we got? Oh, there's one right there. I want to go in. Is he still chasing me? Yep, he's still coming for me. Your players accept grind as narrative. You collaborate well through calendar warfare. Are there any around here? There's none around here. This room's just empty. And that room has no lights. Oh, yeah, it does have a message, though. I think I've read that one, though. I think I've read that one. What other ones have we got? There's one back here. You are empowered by scope changes mid-sprint. Oh, here's one. It's really high up. You collaborate well through... Oh, they've seen that one. Oh. There's the enemy. Why can't I hear him, though? There's a problem. There's a problem in which I cannot hear the dude. Get some nav Get a nav modifier. How many are there? Of those enemies, just the one. But it's going to chase you when a camera spots you, and towards the end of the game, more and more of these cameras spawn, and so it's going to become kind of impossible to avoid them. But it's intended to become impossible to avoid them, and I am not quite there yet with that code, but I will. I will get there. Current camera location. Yeah, he's not making his sound. He is not doing the sound. Oh, suppose that's the issue. He has quite the attenuation, I would say. Okay. Okay. Cool. Will it escort you back? No, it just ends the game. I actually need to make the It's a good point. Let me get the end round screen done. So we'll just go in here, user interface. Actually, I'll steal the UI from the end game here. End game, okay, loss. Oh, actually, what am I doing? What am I doing? I meant to use the print. The escape screen, sorry. This project's getting pretty big. Widget underscore lose. And so, yeah, it literally just does this. Late for work. And then in the graph, we cannot close this. We'll just do construct. Event construct, play forward. So that will show that on screen. And then we'll just open level underscore big company. And this will just say start. And I guess I should give the player the option to quit. I guess that would be nice. Quit game. Doing it on my other monitor as usual. If you click this, we'll just quit game. Hey, Arthenis, you want to see where we're at? It's probably not going to look like much progress. The Endless Office is the ultimate horror. It is. So we have the escape screen, late for work. And then let's turn this. Oh yeah, I should probably change what happens when he kills you. SDT_attack. Instead of quitting the game, we will create a widget. It'll be the lose widget, and we'll just add that to the viewport. And we've also state. Hang on. State 3 state tree AI. Is that the right thing? Stop. Logic. Reason. End. It might crash, so we'll see. It may have been adding a billion. We'll just on screen. STT_attack. So how do you add this to the viewport and then stop? I tell you what, get control. I also want to what I could do is how is everything? It's okay. It's I feel like I'm getting close. If I can still move because that's cool. UI only. Oh yeah, I should probably flush the input. Okay, cool. So that'll do. Should probably play a sound. What sounds we've got? Use that. It's fine. Just needs to be something. Then Didn't happen there where I lost control of my player, so some blueprint code quickly. Yeah. Bus door sound needs to be louder. I think you can press the escape screen. Just need to double check. Uh, yeah, the highlight's not too bad. It's like a highlight to me. Kind of cell shaded almost. Yeah, so I think I've just heard that food has come out the oven. What was it? I'm sure I'll be informed. Okay, so we have camera. I'll be back after food. I want to finish this game, Jam. Camera security. Although I will be doing it tomorrow, so maybe I'll just take a break tonight, refresh myself, come back in the morning, finish one last day strong, Friday, and then get it up on itch.io as a game that people can have a mess around in. Um, okay, so the security camera, is it the warning? This thing is annoying me. Firstly, it plays that dum dum, and what I actually want is that's like a world sound that's like an alarm of or something, and all the lights turn red. Then the camera hum is just generally quite loud, so I'll try and turn that down a bit. It's good. I need at least one camera to be on. That one, manager. See me underneath now. Shortcut for nav mesh. Do you have a shortcut for the nav mesh as you did do the lights in the level red? Do I have a shortcut? I don't know what you mean there. Do I have a shortcut for the nav mesh? It's the P key. Show nav or show navigation. But when you're in the editor, it's just the P key. I do have a keyboard thing, but I've lost it and I don't know where it's gone. So I had a thing that shows my keyboard, but never mind. So yeah, this guy, he's looking right down. Very difficult to get under him when he can just do that. So let's have a look. His default is 40. Go to 25, see how that goes. Oh, it's the bracket, right? Hang on, the bracket just does rotation. I'm looking at the wrong number here. Yeah, I'm never resetting the bloody... Alright. I'm never resetting the relative rotation of the camera back again. So that was a mistake that I hadn't realized for a while. And max yaw, that's fine. The target is just meant to be 0. When you put the nerve mesh in the level, no, the nav mesh was just a big box. You just put the box down on the level, and then I just put my nav modifiers down manually as well. Whoa, that guy just turned all the way up. Security camera. Camera. 40. Right, yeah. 40. There we go. So now I can stand underneath you, right? Yeah. I should actually set up my camera manager to do this now. So we deactivate all the cameras. I'm going to promote this to a variable. And then shuffle it. Then len divided by 3. Then we'll go each. If this is less than oh, we're only going to activate these actually. If, so we'll each with break. We'll just activate any whose index is less than. And then custom event set level 2, and then custom event enable. So that's that. Here. Set level. Here we'll do set level 1. And then in the key card, nope, in the objective, main objective, the actor of class and manager, that level 2, and then enable all. So here, what I'm doing, switch on int. We start at 0 and then we go up by 1, which means I want to enable half of them. Actually, on 3 I want to enable all, and on 2 I want to enable some of them, and then I also want to activate the door that we have a target of. Okay, cool. So now, when I play the game, I should slowly see more cameras. So if I start at the default player start, come through here. Of course, the first camera we get is right here. I don't want this to ever, I don't want either of these to ever be the first camera. So I'm going to tag these with not first. And then camera manager. Do this, and as long as has tag, actor has tag not first. Oops. As long as it's less than the number and it doesn't have the tag, or level is more than 1, then activate it. We don't actually need break here. That again. You did not make a noise. Oh. There. Wait a second. There's a camera over there. There's literally a fucking camera right next to it. Oh. Ah, well, whatever. I'm just gonna go press it. Ugh. Okay, there's lots of cameras now. That's actually kind of confusing. I'm gonna have to change that. I'm gonna have to get rid of that. The idea there was it was supposed to look like a camera on him, but okay, well, there's cameras everywhere now. I have pressed all 3, and there's not as many cameras as I kind of wanted in the game. I wanted you to be running and basically seeing a camera in every single corridor. And we're not getting these, so something's up anyway. This also hasn't triggered. Oh, it's because I've still got... Yeah. So, okay, now that I've activated all three of those, do I see cameras all the time? Yeah, there's basically cameras everywhere. At least got to place a few more. No, I know I need to place more because it's not feeling quite right. I'm going to hide these for now. So the next thing to do when I come back after dinner is getting it to be a lot scarier when you get caught rather than it just being like boom. And getting rid of that sound with the erp, erp, erp. That's kind of annoying. I want all the lights to turn, like all of the world lights to turn off or turn red. Basically, by the end of the game, you should always see red. Doesn't matter where you are, in whatever corridor. I want you to see red. That should be good. Big dead area here. Maybe I'll stick one right there. Okay. That's looking cool. Convert this into a military theme, and you've got Metal Gear to some degree. All right, so why have I just got a bunch of floating lights here? Okay, yeah, so I want to fix the fact that they do that awful sound. That's bloody annoying. What I can do is just change this sound. Yeah, so let's go make a new sound, which is like, let's see, alarm, plug that in. Did that. Okay, so we'll get rid of all this. Let's go back to free sound, attribution, no attribution, creative. Okay, alarm. Noise warning, I suppose. Perfect. It's just gonna make you Players is gonna be like, oh, something bad's happening. Oh my god. Oh, this is lovely. This is so nice. What is this place? Where do you hear cameras going? Oh. Oh. It has attenuation. Don't want attenuation. It's meant to be a 2D sound. What I need to do actually is create a quick sound manager in my blueprints, or a music manager. So actor BP underscore music manager, and in here we'll have the alarm, and we'll also have there's a sound that gets played in the level blueprint. This one, so we'll take that, put that in the music manager as well. So what we do is custom event set pace, and we'll say property for this is chill. If it's chill, we'll fade in this over 2 seconds, but we'll also SC alarm fade out. Office sound will be an auto starting sound. Yeah, so that's auto activated. SC alarm is not auto activated. But yeah, when we're chill, essentially we stop. In fact, I'm going to change this from music manager to BP underscore pace manager, I guess. So we stop the alarm and we fade in the chill music, and otherwise we stop the chilled music and we just immediately play the alarm. Play. And then put that in our level. Then our security camera, we just find all references to this sound, and we just get rid of it. What I should have done. Right, yeah. So we've got one here for playing it when it's, if you're following the player true, come through, and so this is just, it's still following the player. Then play the sound. Okay. And the other one is, if we stop, we should just stop it, and then otherwise we have a deactivation which just stops it, which we are not going to need because it's technically not on here, not local, so we don't need that on there now. This should be play. Okay, so I need on again. Pace manager. Pace manager, and then this is set pace. This sort of stuff I could always put in a function library, I suppose. But the thing about doing that in a, I don't like it too much. Anyway, there's reasons, like in a bigger game, if you've got a function library with like sounds in and other references to stuff, then anything that implements that function library is going to add its size map to the game. But typically you're going to load it anyway, so it's like half a dozen of one, whatever. Okay, so here I'm gonna set it to Bob, and then here we're gonna set it to chill. Although that said, that's only for this camera. So I'm gonna have to do some logic in there in the pace manager. What we're actually gonna have to do gonna need to we're gonna have to delegate this and bind it in our pace manager, because if I left one camera, it would go back to chill, even though the next camera wasn't chill. Let's get rid of SC warning out of there. Autoplayer changed. This needs a Boolean. But it doesn't really. It just needs a reference to self security camera. Then we'll do this call self anytime this variable changes here. And then in our pace manager, I'm going to begin play. We're going to use a class security camera. And for each one of these, we will assign changed. It's following player. We'll add it to an array of follow cams. So we add it, follow cams if we're following, and we remove it, follow cams. And then we have a function, or we have a custom event check pace. And then if follow cams is not empty, sorry, if follow cams is empty and we need a reference to our AI, class, and this will be our drone. That's a variable. Folder. Target changed. Okay. And yeah, I'm trying to. Okay, I'm on my way. Going chasing. There's two conditions about checking pace. One is that we're being chased, and the other is the camera's following us. And if we're not being chased and the follow cams are empty, then the pace is chill. And so I'm actually going to promote this to a variable that is chill. And if this is not equal, fill, that's it. And so now if you're being chased or you're being looked at by a camera, the sound will be updated. And then the next step is to get all the lights on the ceiling to be updated as well. So when it's not chill, like all these lights will be red. So that will get us pretty close to finishing the game, to be honest. So did I not actually put the paste manager in the game? I do have a paste manager in the game. Interesting. Oh, man, that's not good. Just do this for now. Follow player changed. Weird. Camera. Follow. Yeah, so follow player and then this. Are you following the player? Oh, check pace. Yeah. I didn't actually call it because I'm a smart cookie. Now it's going to work. Away door. All the lights will go red as well. There's some sort of delay in there. I'm not keen on. Here. Where's the entrance? Where's the entrance there? Weird. What have we done wrong? Is oh, so the problem is it's not passing here because it was already in danger mode. And then all the lights will be red. And then I think that instead of just like dead stopping for is show, it does need to just fade out. Like 2 seconds. Wait for a second. Okay. That might feel good. Okay. I'll be back. And I wonder when I'll be back. Probably tomorrow, I think. We're gonna do the final camera wall. We'll do that. We've already done the end scene. We've done the end sequencer. We'll do the camera wall. I'm just going to change this because obviously we're going to do that. red lights during chase. And also the actual wandering chase drone needs to actually chase you during that. So yeah, we'll do these 2 tomorrow. It did crash again, so we'll just increase that number by 1. And so yeah, it's been good. We will do more on the next one. Obviously, it's going to be more episodes than usual because it's a whole games jam. So instead of just like replicating one thing, we're making a whole game. So a whole game, a vertical slice of a game, a prototype of a game. Okay, cool. Thanks for joining. I will catch you all in the next one. Don't forget, like, subscribe, join the Discord, post requests. What else can we do? Suggest games jams that you want to see me do. Follow the LinkedIn. That would be cool. And generally have a good evening. See you in the next one. We'll be doing more games jams, tutorials, replicating things, prototyping things, UI, UX, gameplay. We'll do it all. We'll do everything. We'll do tech out at some point. We'll get other people on stream. We'll do some code devs. But yeah. Thanks for joining. See you later, Nerva, Athnis. It was good having you again. I'll be back on tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. And so yeah, peace.